Hi, I've just got back from doing some last minute shopping for our up and coming trip to Madrid and the Mad Cool Festival. So I thought I'd just talk briefly about how we planned it and how we came about going on this crazy trip to an exciting new European city. So when I retired last year, Dave and I decided that we would try and go to some new and different European cities. We've both been to quite a few different cities, but we thought we'd try and go to somewhere that neither of us have been. And if we could, we would try and combine it with seeing a band or going to a festival to combine the two. So Dave was scrolling through Facebook and he saw that there was this festival in Madrid during July 2026, and it had got quite a few interesting bands playing. And we actually follow a band called the Raytons, which are a band from Rotherham in Yorkshire, and we've seen them about 8 times, and they were playing on the Saturday at Mad Cool in Madrid. So we ifed and hard, and as you do, sitting there just one evening, after about 30 minutes, we decided, shall we book it? So we went back and forwards, thought about it, briefly looked at some flights and hotels, but not really in any great depth. And within 30 minutes, we'd done it, and we'd booked the tickets, which then you start to panic, don't you? Because you're thinking, oh my goodness, we've got to try and organise this thing. So that was how it came about. So I thought I'd talk just briefly about how we're getting there, how we're getting to Madrid, what we've paid for the tickets, what we paid for the hotel, where we're actually going to, the venue that we're going to, and what the lineup's going to be on the Saturday that we are there for. So Mad Cool is a 4-day music festival that is in Madrid, and it's in a place called Villa Verde. I hope I'm saying that right. Who knows if I am. So it's a 4-day festival. You can go for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. You can pick which days you want to go for. If you go for 4 days, it's about €250, which is about £214. We've just opted to go for the Saturday because Dave is still working, so we've got to try and do it over a long weekend, so a Friday to a Monday. So we decided to go on the Saturday because the Raytons, which is the band that we really love, are there. They're playing there on the Saturday, and also, like I've said before, Pulp, which is another band that we want to see. So we've paid, I think it's €105, so that's about £90 just for the 1-day ticket. And with that you get a wristband that you wear on your wrist to get in and out of the festival. It's got a QR code on it, and it's a cashless festival. I don't think you can even pay by card. Everything is through this wristband, and I'll show you a photo of the wristband. You take the QR code, picture of the QR code on your phone, and you upload some money to that wristband, and then that is how you pay for food and drink and merchandise whilst you're there. And I think you can also, I've read online that you can also then, once the festival's over and you've still got money on that wristband, you can then draw the money back into your bank account. So it's a really good system. So we just put money on one wristband at the moment, and we'll see how we go. And I think you can top it up as you go through. So to get the most out of the weekend, we did research lots and lots of airports. We live in Staffordshire. We live in Stoke, so we have got a few airports that we can go to. We can go to Liverpool. We can go to East Midlands. We can go to Manchester. We can go to Birmingham. But because we wanted to get the most out of the weekend, out of the 4 days, obviously you want to get there as early as you can on the Friday and leave as late as you can on the Monday. So after doing lots and lots of research, we found that Luton was the best airport to fly from. We were going on Friday morning, so we decided that because Friday traffic, we don't want to risk it, so we're going to drive down to Luton, stay in Luton on the Thursday night, and then get into the airport on the Friday morning. So we have we've booked a Premier Inn with parking for that one night in the hotel car park, and then we've booked within the price. We've then booked 3 nights parking at Luton Airport. So that has cost us £113 for the hotel in Luton, a night's parking there, and then 3 nights parking at Luton Airport, which I didn't think was pretty bad, really. You can pay £113 just for parking. So we're quite pleased with that, really. And it gives you peace of mind that we're driving down and we haven't got to worry about the traffic and getting stuck and missing the flight. So we booked the 3 nights and the flights through EasyJet. Again, we did lots of research. We looked at paying for flights separately, paying for the hotel separately. But EasyJet, after lots and lots of research, we decided that that was the best option. So we're flying on Friday, coming back on Monday, and we've got 3 nights accommodation in a hotel. And it's cost us £835 for 3 nights. So we have got to find food for like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but we can do that quite cheaply. Hopefully we can find some places that are quite reasonable to eat. We're staying in an area called Atosha, which is near the station, Atosha station, and I think it's about a 10-15 minute tube journey, metro journey to the venue in Villa Verde. But we're not sure, so you know, that's a bit of more research we've got to do. So like I said, the festival is a 4-day festival. It looks really, really good. I mean, if we could have gone for all 4 nights, and if Dave could have had time off work, then we probably would have gone for all 4 nights. But then of course it costs more money, and we have got other trips planned later on in the year. So we thought we'll just go for the Saturday. We can do a bit of sightseeing in the meantime, you know, on the Sunday and the Monday and the Friday night. So we'll just go for the Saturday. So the lineup is really, really good. On the Wednesday, there's Foo Fighters. They're playing. They're the headliners. Thursday, it's Florence and the Machine. Friday is the Kings of Leon. There's loads of others as well. I mean, if you're a music fan, you love gigs, then it's just amazing. And there's probably loads that we haven't heard of that are brilliant too. And then of course on the Saturday there is Pulp, which are headlining, and Kasabian, which we want to see, David Byrne, who's out of Talking Heads, and of course the Ratons. So we're really looking forward to seeing all of those. It's going to be really, really good. So I thought, because we're going for like 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days, never really gone to a hot country where we've had to go to a festival before, I thought I'd show you some of the clothes that I'm taking, what I'm taking with me, which is a bit of a challenge, just in 2 rucksacks, but we will try and get everything in if we can. So just have a look at my little video, and I'll see you soon. So we're going to Madrid and we're flying with EasyJet. We've decided, because we're only going for 4 days, we've decided that we're not going to take hold luggage, we're just going to take carry-on luggage. So I just thought I'd go through some of the things that I'm going to take. So I've got my passport and my wristband that you have to apparently add money to that wristband by uploading on the QR code and uploading money onto it. So I've got that. That's all my travel documents. I've got my Tiva sandals because it's going to be really, really hot. I've got a couple of vest tops. Again, it's going to be really hot. I think it's going to be 35 to 38 degrees. I've got a t-shirt there. I've got a pair of shorts and quite a nice sort of floaty top. I've got a dress. I've also got a bag which I've bought off Vinted, which is like an anti-theft bag, because I know that pickpockets are really, really prevalent in Madrid. I've got a cap. I've got my toiletries, which are all smaller sizes. I've got another pair of shorts. In there is my underwear. I've got another packing cube that all of my main clothes are going to go into. And I've got some trainers. So hopefully all of those things will fit in my fire trap bag, which has got lots and lots of pockets. So that's just some information of how we planned our trip to Madrid and to the Mad Cool Festival. We tend to do these crazy things where we see something that we want to do and we if and are, and then we think, shall we just do it? And we just think, oh, life's too short, let's just book it. So we are so excited. We're really looking forward to it. There's lots of information online. There's lots of information on Instagram and Facebook. There's a Facebook group of people who are travelling from the UK. So if you're interested, we've said maybe next year we could go again, but we'll have been to Madrid. Do we want to go to Madrid again? Life is, so exciting. Do we want to go to the same places? But yeah, book the tickets and go. It's great.